G'day guys, thanks for stopping by to the Real Australian Dream Tour Diaries. Our names are Hayden and Amber, and we're on a mission to raise $50,000 for critically ill kids by playing music in caravan parks and campgrounds. We're going to be taking you behind the scenes of our lives on the road, as well as showing you around this amazing joint called Australia. Hope you enjoy this episode. Alright guys, we are now in South Australia. Well, not yet, we're about to be. So bloody unreal, the next leg. We're really excited about South Australia. Darling?
I'm scared.
Darling wants to get out of here. Alright, well there it is. There's the big sign. We are in South Australia. You bloody beauty. It's a pretty good spot. We're finally in South Australia. How bloody cool is that, mate? So where we left you off last time, we were leaving Robinvale, and this is the first free camp along the way. We're still on the mighty Murray River, and she's an absolute pearler of a spot. It's night time now, but I'll show you guys about it tomorrow. And we've just put baby Freya to sleep. Now, old mate Rowan, he's out picking up a friend of his. He's going to be here in a couple of hours. We're going to put on the fry pan. We got a gas cooker. Unfortunately, it's a fire ban season, I think, or it's a fire season or danger season or something. But I think that ends in the next day or so anyway. So hopefully we're going to have a fire in the next couple of days, and on the beautiful banks of the Murray River. One thing that we've got to be careful of, is that the baby? No, it's not. One thing we've got to be careful of at the moment is there was a sign at the front of the gate that said 1080 bait, which is a dog bait. Laid around Australia to, I guess, try and keep under control the numbers of wild animals and pests and that sort of thing. So I'm not here to debate whether that's good or bad. Personally, I don't have an opinion because I just don't know enough about it either way. But something we've got to be mindful of as we travel with dogs. So we'll put in a video up next. Amber sort of goes around, and we've got a rake. She rakes the immediate area. We'll keep them on a run, nice and close to an area that we've sort of sweeped out and made sure it's safe. And then it's been a while since we've been it, but we've got to get them back into the muzzle habit. So that's a work in progress, but something we've got to be mindful of, as there's a lot of bait around South Australia, Northern Territory. Now that your hair's done, how do you get to say for yourself?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, South Australia. South Australia.
I love it already.
No, it's a good spot. It's pretty much a bit of a change. One thing that we came here on the way was it's like desert, but there's a heap of stuff growing, which is just really weird, like grapes and oranges and mangoes and all that sort of stuff. So
terrible lighting.
Terrible lighting, apparently.
Yeah, you want the light on your face. There you go. Look.
Yeah,
anyway,
we're going to leave you for the night. We're going to have a bite to eat, have an early night, and see what this spot has to offer in the morning. It's near a place called Renmark. So anyway, we'll put it here again where we're at. It's called Headings or something like that, and we'll see you in the morning and show you around, get the drone up, and show you what this place is about. All right, good night, guys. See you in the morning. Bye.
Well, there's only so much you can do. Like, you can try your best, and that's just rake out the area where you put your doggos, and just give them a bit of muzzle training. You know, you can never be like 100% sure, but you know, we're going to just try our hardest to keep him safe. So yeah, so we rake around. So one dog's obviously we're gonna not let them free roam through this sort of area. Normally when we're freeing cat, I mean there's people there anyway, so we're gonna keep an eye on them, but normally they're pretty good. They'll stay around the caravan, they'll wander to go to the toilet or whatnot, but
they're pretty well behaved. But in this instance, we know there's a bit of bait around potentially. The sign looked pretty old, but you know, they're our pets. They're our loved, almost our second and third child. So we'll make sure we give them the best chance. It's one of those things you just got to look after, then sort out when you're traveling with dogs, but it's all part of life. Hey Bubba, must protect planet Earth. Not happy, are ya? Stink eye. Yeah. So cracking spot. Look, there's the there's the van. We've got a bit of shade. We're just here for a couple of days. We're heading to Adelaide in a couple of days to drop Amber off. She's flying away for the Easter. But I've got a perfect little little spot there by the river. I'll go for a swim. It's a bit hot, and maybe put in a yabby net. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen? But gorgeous little part of the river. Have a campfire. Going to put on a roast, and happy days. So we'll see you again soon.
All right, darling. What are we doing today, huh? And where are we going? Where are we? Fill us all in.
Well, it's still like same camp spot.
Oh my gosh. Start again. But
we're still at the same camp spot. We've a good night. A bit cold last night, so we put the diesel heater on. There's definitely no fires allowed, which is a bugger. But hey, that's okay.
It's like what? But there's not many trees around.
Yeah, it's a weird spot to have a fire ban, but we don't know this area, so we can't judge the decision making, I guess. But it certainly is unusual. But is what it is. So no fire. Weird.
I suppose all of this would go up real, and it's all that they've got.
I guess there's a lot of trees over there.
Yeah, and it's all that they've got. Like, they must take it pretty seriously because it's pretty, it's like real dry and desolate. Is that the word? Desolate?
Yeah.
So
anyway,
wildlife's kind of hanging on by a thread anyway, so it's not like they need a bloody wildfire.
So we're off. We're going to leave because we've got the doggos in this spot. There was that bait that I was telling you about in here. Well, not that we've seen it, but there's that sign. Wow, look at that. That looks pretty cool, mate. Shit, that looks real cool.
I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a really good view of the Murray.
I think it's a good drone over.
It's really beautiful out here, just some wild country about.
Yeah. So we're going to go for a bit of a cruise now and just find a spot where we can chill out, let the dogs off the lead.
Talk to some locals as well and see what they've got to say about the place.
We're only here for tonight, and then we're going to head off into Morgan, which is about 150 k's down the road tomorrow morning, and that's where we're going to say goodbye to Amber, and she's going to leave me for 4 days so I can really focus on catching this monster. I need solo time.
Yeah, because I'm the distraction. Yeah. I'm the reason why he's not a good fisherman.
Whoa! Right, the battle lords have been drawn.
Daggers have been thrown.
Anyway, so that's it. Today we are going to be on the hunt for a fishing spot. Even if we don't catch any fish, I'm looking forward to maybe even having a bit of a swim. It's not that hot, but might be nice. Have the doggos off, chill out a bit, and yeah, just sit back and enjoy what the Murray has to offer. Hey, there's a viewing platform up there. That's what they do. You walk up there and we'll do that on the way back. Anyway, we'll see you again soon. We're going to go through Renmark, have a bit of a geese, see what's going on around that town, and see what else is happening.
We're going to put the drone up too, because it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like, it reminds me of like a mini canyon area. It's cool. All these big cracks in the earth and stuff. And
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Channel country. Heap of oranges. Maybe we might try and, I don't know if it's frowned upon, but I wouldn't mind trying a fresh orange off one of these trees. Sure, I'm not going to miss 2 oranges, but look, that's probably thieving, probably stealing. So
it's definitely stealing. We're not going to be doing that. We're not stealing oranges.
Well, I just thought there was 2 on the ground, maybe.
It's still stealing.
Okay, we won't do it. Now that you've said it like that. Hey, Baba.
Galum goes a little green frog.
Hey. All right, well, this is a good little spot. Lookout. There's a lookout on the way to the campsite. We just noticed it driving past. Pretty bloody cool. It's called Headings Cliff Lookout. Check this out, mate. Beautiful. Some huge cliffs down there. Hey, it's just amazing. I wonder, in the distance, you can see it sort of here. They're so, like here, like this part here is quite like rugged and as you'd expect, but down there further in the distance, just along here, don't know if you can see it, but it's almost straight, gun barrel straight. It makes me think that, I don't know, like it's, just can't imagine that being natural. Anyway, maybe it is, who knows, but this is one of the most pristine looks at the Murray I've ever seen. It's pretty bloody cool, mate. Pretty bloody cool. So, Headings Cliff Lookout. Definitely put this on your itinerary if you're coming through Renmark, because it is a pretty cool spot. I'll put in a bit of drone footage after this. It's a pretty good spot. Here we go. Do you come from a land down under?
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah I need it. Want your pandemonium.
And we're leaving today. We had an absolute awesome stay here. By the time we get to the road, we're going to go to Morgan, but I wanted to run you through something quickly, and that's with my power setup. So I've got my battery and my power setup in the van, but I've also got a power setup in my car now. Obviously you can see it's full of music gear at the moment because we're mid-show, so there's stuff everywhere, but I run a Red Arc Manager, and it's a bloody really good system. But what I wanted to talk to you about today specifically was an inverter. We personally we just can't justify having an inverter for a couple of $1,000s right now. There's nothing that we have or that we want absolutely necessarily that makes us justify the price point. All we literally can use our power point for, because we don't have hair dryers, Amber's pretty low maintenance, we got no air fryers and all that sort of stuff. We like cook on the barbie or the fire and all that sort of stuff. There's literally nothing that we go without desperately without having an inverter. If there was, we'd probably get one, but because we don't have one, and it makes off-grid camping for us also very long term, because we quite literally can go forever unsustained. Sustained forever. We carry a little generator with us as well, that if we ever do need to have that power, we can plug that in quickly, chuck it on for 10 minutes, and Bob's your uncle. But for us right now, inverter's not necessary. The only things, as I was getting to, that we could possibly use for power that we need normal 240 for is like our drone chargers and that sort of thing. But I'll give you a little hot tip. They sell these. It's from Super Cheap Auto. It's just like a 150 watt inverter, and you just plug it into your cigarette plug, and that gives you enough charger to charge your laptops, to charge your GoPros, to charge, you know, all those little things that rely on 240 volts. So if you're only going to be using it for that, then they're great. You know, much like an inverter, they're a little bit power hungry. But if I look back at the Manager 30 here, right now I'm using about 5.9 amps, as you can see on that figure there. Oh, the fridge is just turned off because it's cool enough, so that it's 4 amps. 4 amp hours of power is what the inverter uses, plugged in with the drone. So, you know, it's not that efficient, but for us, say just a couple of grand on an inverter, we get to keep our battery system down, and we get the best of what free camping can offer. Anyway, that's a little tip for you. We're going to pack up now. I'm going to hit the road, and we'll hopefully see you in Morgan soon. What are you doing? Alright, Morgan Riverside Caravan Park, good spot. We just got here, and it's pretty hot. It's like 30 degrees and not a breath of wind, and yeah, it's what we're after. So we're going to jump in the pool. We haven't really had a look around at all. We met the caravan park owner Lee, who's a bloody ripper of a bloke, river legend. Hooked us up with these 2 sites and not charging us, which is really nice of him. And yeah, it's a really good spot right on the Murray River again. They've got tinny high, a heap of stuff. Anyway, I'll learn more about it. I've even got the rash shirt on. Going full sun-safe dad mode today. Anyway, we're in the pool, loving it, and we'll show you about soon. Well, swimming was cold, darling, wasn't it?
Yeah, very cold on the bum.
People are going to think we're from Victoria swimming in this coldness. No, well, it's a bloody beautiful day, but the water is cold, so we won't go there. Hey, did you know that you had to wear face masks in South Australia still?
Yeah, right.
So keep that in mind. When you go to the airport.
Like right now?
Right now, yeah. So we should be wearing face masks, but oh well. Anyway, so it's over soon. And yeah, so we're going to go back, and Amber's going tomorrow, Bubba's going tomorrow, so we're going to pack up. I'm going to buy some 2-minute noodles and baked beans and get ready for my week ahead. And catch up on a bit of work as well. Anyway. Alrighty, we are set up. We have left the van. We are loaded up. We got the doggos, the baby, and of course ourselves. And we're off to experience the nightlife of Morgan. Over to you.
We're just going to drive around and
find a pub. Hey, it's almost a full moon. Hey, look, it's almost probably going to be a full moon while you're away. So you have to give me instructions on how to charge that up. The thing up.
Horseshoe? Well, all you have to do is put it under the Hey, a ferry. Do we have to cross a ferry? No, but there is a ferry there. Cool. All right. Well, this spot's really, really nice. It's right on the oh, that's not. We don't go through there, but. Wow, look at the sunset glow, beautiful. What's this place called? Morgan. Morgan. Beautiful one day, perfect the next, I reckon. Well, I say that just about everywhere. Yeah, so we're going to go have a look around Morgan. There's an old
historic wharf here apparently, which is pretty cool. I don't know a lot about Morgan in terms of its history. Not what I was expecting, but I'll tell you one thing, there's a putt-putt. That's where we're playing, that's the spot. But the mighty Murray River is any river I've ever seen in Australia. It makes it look like a little creek. It's a huge big river.
There's a
wow, two pubs, museum, some lot of history along the Murray.
Yeah.
Isn't there? Like old paddle steamers, and like there's old train stations through here, train lines. Yeah, okay, so bottom pub, top pub. They're right beside each other, but cool. Alright, that looks good. Alright, she's off.
Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Okay. Whew.
Go,
Love
Bubba.
you.
Love you too.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
Come on. See you, beautiful.
Alright.
Alright, see you, girlfriend. Alright, good morning legends, hope you're bloody well. It's Easter Sunday, so you're not watching this on Easter Sunday, but a big happy Easter to you all. And a bit of an update, so the girls are going away. Last time you saw us, the girls were gone. We were dropping off to the airport, and I was batching for a couple of days. So since then I've been making use of this quiet time and literally been living like a slob. How good is that? Look at the bed. I've just literally cleaned up a little bit of the van this morning, but I've been living like a dirtbag from when I was single. So it's been good to sleep and chill out. I got a 2-litre bottle of milk, a tin of Milo, a loaf of bread, and a jar of peanut butter, and that was me day one. Literally just drank 2 litres of Milo, ate a loaf of bread with peanut butter, and it was a complete slob for the day. But since then, lots happened. So last night, as I said, it's been a little bit hectic trying to do everything without Amber here, but I haven't had a chance to do much ghost pro and that. But we had a show last night on the Murray River, which was just unbelievable. That was by far the biggest show. We had the speakers maxed out. They were redlining, and there would have been 150, 200 people, so it was just bloody unreal. It was amazing. We raised over $1,000 in night one, which is just incredible. So that takes our tally over $10,000 now, which is really, really, surreal. Yeah, and again, I'm left with stories that make me really feel proud of what we're doing. There's a couple of people in the park who have had experiences with Make-A-Wish and lost loved ones as a result, and I hold those memories super close. So last night, Morgan Riverside Caravan Park, bloody unreal. We're holding a big raffle, put on a big raffle for it all. As I said, the crowd was huge, like by far the biggest crowd we've had. Made me sort of think we've got to upgrade our speaker system and sound system, because it's not made for those big shows. It's only a little sort of, not little, but it's made for sort of intimate 50, 60, up to sort of like beer garden size sort of spaces. So to have that many people there was just, it was bloody awesome. As a performer, as an entertainer, it was really good to have that vibe. So tonight we're going to do it again. It was a full moon last night on the Murray River. I've got a bit of iPhone footage. I'll try and put it in next, but it was just unreal. So now I'm going to chill out, going to clean the van up, do a bit of washing, chill out for the day, and probably have a bit of a sleep, because I had a few beers last night, because it was just a real good vibe. And then sort of get up and get ready and pack it all up again, and then tomorrow, I tell you, first time away from Freya. Yeah, I definitely missed the shit out of her. She's just bloody unreal. So I can't wait tomorrow. I get to see him again and pick him up from the airport, and it's just going to be amazing to give her a little cuddle. And again, this 4 days apart, it's really reaffirmed my decision as well not to go back to work, because already I feel like I'm missing out on her for the last 4 days. So I couldn't imagine what that would be like, you know, in the grand scheme of things if I was to go back to work. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, guys, have an awesome bloody Easter Sunday. I hope you had an awesome Easter Sunday, because you're not watching this on Easter Sunday. And hope you guys are having a good day. And we'll see you again this afternoon as we pack up, unpack for the show, and talk you through and show you where we're playing. Cheers. The rest is history. And yeah, as I said, we hadn't played music or played guitar for about 10 years. And picked it up again when I was traveling, just around the campfire and that sort of stuff. And people seemed to be pretty interested and liked listening to it, so I thought, well, we'll bloody do something out of it and make a bit of fun out of it. And then I stumbled across Make-A-Wish and the incredible work they do, and yeah, so we're on the Campfire Sessions tour. It's a 50 show tour around the country. So we started in the Gold Coast, Brisbane area, and since worked our way all the way over here, and from here we go up the middle, up the guts, Ayers Rock, and all the way up to Darwin. Pretty much we've got sort of 10 shows through the Northern Territory and across the WA and a heap more places. So it's a trip of a lifetime, and I'm having a bloody good time.
Let's be honest for a second. Yeah, you're being over your head, babe. 'Cause there is no one other than me that can make you feel the way you feel when I hold you. I think I said enough. You said you love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are in your car. Let me see who you are, who you really are. Yeah, don't need you here to say you're sorry. 'Cause if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Don't take it slow, don't be gentle. No, I just gotta know, if you're gonna leave me, then just do it.
Just finished our last show at the Morgan Riverside Caravan Park. To be honest, up until 10 minutes before the show wasn't going ahead. Cancelled it. I literally cancelled it. Rang the caravan park owner and said, hey, we're not doing it. Got a bit of a cold coming on. We're not doing it. It was a bit rainy and miserable, and I just thought no one was going to be there. Anyway, and it was rainy and not that great. Popped my head over to the park. I was like, oh, I'll go check it out. And here they were, people literally sitting there waiting for me in the rain, got their seats out, and I'm just like, this is just too good to be true. I just couldn't believe that people were sitting there in the rain. Anyway, we had a bloody unreal night, mate. Dead set, like, just so good. The show ended up getting cut short by about 25 minutes because it just started raining, but you can't help that. Good crowd, really good people again, and the final tally, I think, was, yeah, just a tick under $1,800 when we counted it all up. And so, mate, really thankful. That takes us over the $10,000 mark well and truly now for Make-A-Wish, which is just incredible. You know, 10 years ago, I had longer. When I was a boy, I had a dream growing up playing music. I used to listen to bands and, you know, imagine myself doing it. And obviously on a much, not a much smaller scale, but just seeing people's face light up, seeing people enjoy themselves, and knowing that we're doing it all for such a good cause. Just, yeah, I'm just sort of real happy at tonight. Real happy, because that marks $10,000, you know, significant milestone. My goal originally was, when I first set this up, I was like, oh, maybe I'll do 20,000, and then I just knew I had to go bigger and better and push myself to really, dig deep and go hard for these kids. And so glad we did, mate, because we've done 10 shows and we're only $10,000 and we're only 20% of the way through the tour. So we are right on track for our $50,000 mark. So big thank you to you guys. It's bloody awesome. Anyway, we'll put some snippets up of the show either before or after this. You might have already seen it, but oh, just thankful. Don't forget, guys, go follow our journey on the socials, and we're a little bit more active on there. And yeah, we'll see you in the morning. I'm off to